What's going on, Hutheads? This is Joe with the Hut from Joebba's Palace, here with another action figure unboxing slash review slash somebody bought a figure and they're going to let me open it on stream type video. So, as always, we have a couple, we have three different options that my buddy Avi has bought on the stream, and he's going to allow us to open them because he doesn't need the boxes. He just wants me to ship them to him loose. So it gives us the opportunity to unbox them and take a look at them. So thank you so much, Avi, and let's get rolling. So the first one that we have is the new Ultron from the Cassie Lang wave. Now, as always from Joebba's Palace, we do we give people options where if they do not want the Build-A-Figure piece, we always give them a discount. So Avi does not want the Build-A-Figure piece, so I'm going to keep the piece. We're going to throw it into our bucket. If you guys are after Build-A-Figure pieces, we always have a bucket available, so we can go through those on streams or shoot me a DM if you have specific wants. We are live on Whatnot, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook right now. We always multicast our streams. So come check us out on one of those platforms if you want to hang out on Whatnot with us and grab a couple things or check out the shop. We always have stuff available. So this is the stuff that Avi grabbed. The first one that we're going to open is the Ultron from the Cassie Lang wave. So let's go ahead and open this up. Leave it open. So if you haven't seen the inside of these new boxes, which we're getting rid of soon, they have confirmed, it's kind of just a piece of cardboard that holds the figure and then some bags that have accessories and Build-A-Figure pieces in them. So just always be careful if you're splitting a figure with somebody for the Build-A-Figure piece, or if you're selling something to somebody, that you make sure that you check on the box what accessories the figure is supposed to get. So on the Ultron, we have that he's getting some hands and this effect piece. And then for the Build-A-Figure, it's the left arm for Cassie and then an extra hand for her. So it was a little more confusing with the Indiana Jones stuff because, like, it was that the person that got the figure gets the monkey, but then the people that got the Build-A-Figure piece or the artifact piece would get like a couple different pieces. So these are the Cassie Lang pieces. So those are the ones that we're going to keep. So those are available if anybody wants them. We can run them for probably around like $8 on the stream. And then we'll take a look at these accessories first. Here's the Ultron. I'll let him sit right there for a minute. Over here, we have... There you go. So there were three, actually. So he actually has 5 sets of hands, which is very interesting. So you got this right hand that's more of like a grabbing hand. This left hand that is the same type of hand. And then this fisted hand. And then it has this effect piece as well. If we can get a little bit of a look at the effect piece. There we go. So that's like the, when he like shoots stuff out. It's like a cool like burn effect. So that was pretty cool. And then here is Ultron himself. So if we look at the face, nice face. I like the sculpt on this face. It's very like traditional look. It does have the black and red spotting underneath to add to that effect piece. Because I think, let's look at the box and make sure. Because you can put it, he holds it. But I think there's a way to like have it come out of his mouth, so that's fine. He's got the big broad shoulders here, which I don't like over-articulating when it's somebody else's figure. But it doesn't hinder too much movement. A little bit. You can't really go all the way up here. But is Ultron really that like flexible of a character where you want him to do something like that? He is pinless here. So you can see he's got this elbow here. And then you can pop that elbow out one more time right there. Obviously, it's the same way on the other side. He's got an upper waist over here on the ab crunch thing. And then he's got this waist crunch down here. So you got decent articulation there, where he could probably get into some crazy poses. Can kick up. People like to do the kickback as well. This is a swivel here on this leg. Right here, there's the information there. For the knees, also pinless, so that's why I was saying that this is an upgrade, because it is a pinless Ultron. So then you can get the double joint. Hold on, let's get it right. Right there, where it kicks. And look how high you can get that knee up. So you could definitely get this Ultron into some cool poses for sure. We always like to do like at least one cool pose in these reviews. So then you can be like, hey, I'm Ultron. Oh, God, I sound like a grandpa. But yeah, I like the look of this Ultron. We had a silver Ultron yesterday. We can maybe do like some comparison photos if people want. This, it does run into a lot of the same issues that they've been getting with this smooth plastic that they've been doing kind of for years, that they really need to figure out. So that's probably my one big gripe here, is that you're getting this marbling here. Like this one, he's got marbling right on his chest here. So I would hope that we're going to get to a point where we don't do that anymore. There's a little bit on the back over here. Definitely a little marbleization going on there. But all in all, it's a cool looking figure. I mean, you could always call that battle damage or something. It's also nice, like I was saying earlier, with Ultron, he's the type of character that I don't mind having different iterations of. You know, I have the Marvel Limited exclusive Goldtron, and will probably always use that as my main Ultron. And then like any other Ultrons, you can he kind of looks like Frankenstein there, which is pretty apt. And then you can like mix other Ultrons in. Like there's some older Toy Biz ones that look like funky, crazy Ultrons and like have a lot of weird things going on with them. And you can like mix the looks together and kind of build your own Ultron army. Because like I was saying earlier on the stream, he is an army in and of himself. And he's always upgrading himself. So it's cool to have different Ultrons. That's kind of like my main point here. Let us do the thing that they show on the box. Always nice to try to replicate what they do on the box. And pop this hand on. And use the effect piece that we got. So let's take another look. He has it. He just holds it like up the middle. Okay. So if you get it in there, I always like to do the like get it in there and then twist it to where I want it, just so you can get a secure grip. So then he's got his little effect piece. Yeah, everything's gonna be archived on. There he is with his effect. Cool looking Ultron. I like this one. My biggest gripe would be that marbleization that we're getting on the plastic, but Hasbro cannot seem to get out of their own way on that one. So hopefully at some point they'll figure that out. But definitely a cool Ultron. I think it's worthy of your collection. The brighter silver one that they did in the Iron Man wave, I might have a preference towards that one. But this one, I definitely think it's a cool looking one. It has a nice like vintage feel to it almost. But yeah, that's a cool Ultron right there. All right, so let's get all the... We don't want to lose any accessories since this is now somebody else's figure. So I'm going to use their little baggie here and put these back in here. And we'll move on to the next figure, which we actually can do... I won't put Ultron away just yet because I do want to do a comparison because it is a Tony Stark figure. Let's fix our little business card here. Can you tell that we just started doing these unboxing videos and we're still learning how to do it? Oh my God. But it's cool content. I mean, I think that since we're streaming at least 6 hours a week, we should probably try to get some content out of it. So that's kind of why I'm going this route and trying to do some more unboxing. So there's Ultron right there. I'll keep these bags available. We are keeping the Cassie Lang leg, so I have that over here as well. Okay, so the next one that we have is a Tony Stark figure from the Avengers 60th. The next two figures that we're doing are from the Avengers 60th wave that they dropped. And it is the Model 1 Iron Man, which I always really like the look of this. It's been a while since we've gotten one, so I'm excited that we got this one because the other one is a little outdated. We've gotten some MCU versions as well, but I'm happy that we have this comic version. And he's got a decent amount of accessories as well, which this actually was a decently priced figure. You would think that they would try to make this like a deluxe figure, but it was decently priced, to be honest. I believe the original retail was like 28 after tax. So there it is. As always, let's slide it out. Okay, and we do not have to worry about Build-A-Figure pieces on this one because it was part of the Avengers just released, so like the summer program, I think, maybe something like that. They always have a summer program. So let's make sure that we have all our accessories first. Get them out of there. Yeah, so the box says that we should have 2 extra hands, 2 smoke effects, and 2 blast effects. This is a really nice Walgreens exclusive we got here because everything is a Walgreens exclusive as long as Avi wants it to be a Walgreens exclusive. So here's the blast effects. We've seen these before. So these you can put on the hands or you can put on the feet. I don't know if this figure has the pegs on the hands, but we'll find out for sure. I want to know where the... Oh, okay. So then there is an extra bag in here. So there's 2 bags, guys. If you guys are opening this Model 1 Iron Man, there are 2 separate bags that have accessories. So these are going to be the hands and the smoke effects, I'm sure. Just dump them out. Oh, you got the Farmhouse Casey Jones set, Nemesis Saga. Thank you so much for grabbing that. I appreciate that. I will pull that out for you as soon as we have a moment, for sure. So here's the... So this is very interesting. These are like black smoke effects. I'm not getting much of a gray there. I want to clear this. There we go. I'm not seeing a lot of gray there. Let's just look at this. I mean, I guess because doesn't it look like they're saying that you're gonna have hints of gray and hints of black there? Like that. This is black. So that's interesting. I mean, I'm not like necessarily disappointed. It's just funny because I don't really care. Like if I want it to be gray, I'll make it gray. But it definitely looks black, doesn't it? Which is kind of strange. Let me look at it myself off camera. No, this looks really black. Okay. So there's that. And then you get the 2 extra hands here. So those are the accessories. We'll try to put them on him in a minute, but let's take a look at the figures. It's just weird to me that they would like have it that way on the packaging, but it is what it is. And then even, let's see, let's compare this to the packaging. Not too bad. I think depending on how the light is hitting it, it definitely is a little bit darker than it shows on the packaging, but I think I like it a little bit darker. But, you know, they got to kind of fix out the packaging so that we can see things better. But there's your Model 1 Iron Man right there. It's got some paneling on the back. Just really cool, like vintage style looking figure. Clearly first appearance style. Also pinless, so we can get into this elbow and see. I don't think you're going to go too far with that. I don't really want to push it. Yeah, I don't think it wants to go that much further than that. Avi can push it a little bit more. This is supposed to go as well, so maybe on the other arm it'll work. Sometimes it's better, yeah, like see how that one articulated that part first, and then we can kind of get to... I don't know, that might not be an articulation point. I think that you're just hindered. I think it's more that you're hindered by, if you look at this panel here, sorry, I know I'm trying to keep things in focus. If you look at this panel here, I don't think it's going to let you do that extra. But it could. You might want to, I don't know. If you're crazy about articulation with that. This is supposed to be the boxy, lumbering around type Iron Man. He just put his suit together. You know what I mean? Think about more like in the movie. You can definitely see his eyes. Let me get the light in here a little bit more. You can see his eyes in there. They put like a little bit of a, maybe like a little gray, I guess, just to accent the eyes a little bit. Which I like when it's really getting hit by the light. I like that color for sure. So under in a display where you have like a little bit of extra light set up, definitely going to look really good. It's got the arc reactor in the chest right there. Nice humming looking blue. It does look like it's humming to me, which is what I want out of an arc reactor. Obviously, it's got the waist swivel here. You kick legs out, back a little bit, forward a decent amount. It does have pegs in the feet, obviously. There are no pegs in the hands, so you can't do the blast. But I don't know if he was doing those blasts when he had this suit. It does have the cool details on the legs over here, where these look like bolts, which is really cool. Like he like soldered them shut and stuff. So that's really cool. I like that. Another look at the back. The belt is pretty cool. It's got some decent details on the belt and these little nipples here. He's got those little iron nipples there for ventilation. So overall, I mean, this is a cool looking figure. He's got his antenna here. This antenna, it's solid. Definitely solid. There's not a lot of give to it. So I would definitely be careful if you decide to store this and make sure that that antenna is protected, because I feel like you could snap it. There's not too much bend to that. Like that is very sturdy, but it wants to snap. You know what I mean? Like it wants to stay in its place. So it's good because it won't go all limp on you like a lot of the weapons do. Go all limp on you. We know how Marvel Legends like to go limp on you. So I think that's why they went that way with it. But at the same time, it could break. So just be careful with that for sure. Let's get some blast effects on him. So I think that the best way to do this is we probably need to toss him on the legs. I don't think we really need to do a hand swap, but I would like to see how this looks. So let's assume that we're going to wrap these around his legs, right? So let's say we want to go like, I think I want it like maybe just around his ankle here, which obviously this is bendy, so you can definitely get it to bend where you want it. So let's say we wanted it. Oh, hold on. Let me get in here. Figure it out. That's there like that. I mean, that's not really the way you want it to go, right? What's the best way to do this? Maybe I need to go the other direction with that. How do we want that? This is why sometimes it makes sense to watch a review before you do your own reviews, but it is what it is. See, I don't think that that's really how we want that to go. Because it should be trailing him, right? It should be like a trail. Let's see. Let me look at it off screen just for a second so I can get my bearings here. A little extra light. And I'll try to set it up in a decent way. It almost feels like it shouldn't go on the legs. Just because if you look at this part, like that's so thin that it almost like doesn't want to go on the legs. Thank you so much, Surfboard. Appreciate that. But whatever. I'll get it in there. I think if you hit just the ankle, like maybe that's decent looking. You really definitely got to play with this and make it be the way you want it to be. I feel like it makes sense that I want the smoke in the front, but then it'll trail off. Really don't want to knock the other one off. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. So not the easiest effect to put on, but it's also when you're like definitely still learning how to do like on-screen unboxings and stuff. So we'll get better at this eventually, but just bear with us. I mean, I guess we'll go with that for now. I'm sure that there's a better way to do that. Now there's two peg options here. So I'm going to assume that it's this big peg option here. This is much bigger. Yeah, there you go. And then this is when you would want to maybe get him on a flight stand or something. So that's, get him up, blasting, looking, Maybe go with a fisted hand on the right side. Hashtag get fisted. So that he's more like trying to make something happen there. Kick one of the legs out. You want to make him seem like he's a little bit out of control. Articulate a leg. Get him going. You know, stuff like that. So now it looks like he's zooming past. Well, now you can't see that. So maybe we'll kick this leg forward. There you go. So that's cool. Like more of a traditional hovering look to him. So that's cool. I mean, I like this figure. It's a cool looking figure. Once again, I am always going to complain about marbleization until they fix it. So whenever they use this type of plastic that has it's like a smooth plastic with a little bit more of a sheen to it, it's going to get a little bit marbleization. Not too bad on here. Not as bad, not as prominent as it was on the Ultron that we just did. But then there you go. You got Ultron and Tony Stark fighting each other. Oh, yeah, I did it. Woohoo. So then that's cool. And he's hanging there. Can we get him to stay? Oh, we actually got him to stay. All right. That's cool. He's going to fall eventually. Look, he wants to fall. He's going to fall. He's going to fall. Get him in there. Get him standing just to chill. Okay, so that was, there you go. All right, let's just sit him down. Because I don't want to take his blast effects off. So I'm just going to sit him down right here. And once again, we're going to have to fix the business card in between the videos. All right, so that was the Model 1 Iron Man. And then we did the Cassie Lang Wave Ultron. The last figure that we have here is definitely a delight. Oh, let me actually put away these extra accessories once again so we don't lose them. I'm going to put the accessories with the Ultron accessories. Yeah. And Tony's, and just so you know, Avi, Tony's have the little blaster on his hands because these are slightly similar hands. The Tony ones are a little bit bigger. Let me grab that smoke effect too as well. Thank you so much, Surfboard, for grabbing that Cad Bane Funko Pop. For the Funko Pops, they are in the attic, just so you know. So I will DM you a picture of it just so you know what you're getting before I ship it. But I don't want to like go digging into it during the stream. That's all. All right, we're gonna do the Black Widow here. Nemesis Saga. Hold on one second. I did not realize that we received an offer. 1 second. Oh, you put an offer on the Farmhouse 2-pack. Hold on. Let me just make sure that 100% we have it. 1 second. I thought you just straight up grabbed it. I see it over here. Oh, no, that's not. Farmhouse 2-pack. Hold on. Yeah, this is it. I got it. All right. We're selling stuff while we're doing this, guys, just so you guys know, anybody that's on any of the other platforms. Okay, so there's the Casey and April set. Really like the accessories on that set. You did make us an offer. 63. My original price was 70. Yeah, I could do it for 63. I'm cool with that. So I'll just accept it. Accepted. Cool. All right, so this is sold. That's all yours, Nemesis. It's a cool set. I like that set. Really inspired set. I love the little artwork. I'll show it one more time. Love these little art pieces that they have here. That's really cool. And the turtle wax is just funny. Binoculars. There's like a Gatorade-like thing there. This is a really good set for accessories. All right, that's all yours. And then, hold on, let's just take a look at some of the other sold stuff so we know. The Cad Bane, I know that I have that. I'm not worried about that. The Knight of Ren. Let me... All right, after this review, I'm just going to make sure that I still have a Knight of Ren. Pretty sure we do. So just bear with me on that. But let's do the Black Widow review. All right, so bearing the lead here. Black Widow is the last item that we're unboxing/reviewing now. Very excited to take a look at this figure because there is updated articulation that we've needed in female figures for a long time, and this thing is chock full of accessories Look at all those accessories. It is a Target exclusive if you guys are looking for it, or we do have some more left on the stream. So it's got her cool little blasters. It's got guns. I don't even think that we're going to be able to do all the accessories, but we'll take a look at it. All right, so here's Black Widow. I want to get into the accessories on her. All right, so there's 3 bags of accessories in this one, just to note. So remember that, guys, so you don't lose any accessories, because they just put them in bags and it's kind of weird. But we'll take a look at these accessories. I don't want to lose any. Okay, this is interesting. So they did like a head and accessories, and then another head and accessories, and then another head and accessories. So this is one of the heads, which we can do a comparison to all the heads at the end. So that's one of them. This, I feel like, might end up being the weakest of the heads. And then you've got just hands. These are all just different hands. So of the 4 extra hands, these are all 4 extra hands. So those are in there. I'm actually just going to bag those back up because they're so small and I don't want to lose them. She's got a new hat, too. Okay. We'll leave the head out, though. And then we have another head here. Oh, no. These are going to be guns and gauntlets. Yeah, I think I caught them all. Yeah, so these are the blast gauntlets, which these I'm excited about because these look cool. The only thing about these is that we're going to get a little Olympic there. That is what it is. And then these are going to be for guns. These are extra blast effects for guns. And then this is a smoke effect for a gun. Right there. Sorry, we're not like focusing in that well, but the cat is right behind me, by the way. Here he comes. Don't knock over that light. Let's also reorient ourselves so that we have the joebbaspalace in the background. All right, and then there's probably going to be 2 heads in here and the guns. Yeah, okay. Oh, no, the other head is on her. There we go. That makes the most sense. This is a nice head. I like the look of this head. That's a good looking head. It's got the hair in the eyes. Maybe good for like when you have her on like a motorcycle or something. These are the gauntlets that are the smoking gauntlets. So you have smoking gauntlets, firing gauntlets, a gun with a removable... Is that removable? Or is there another gun? There's supposed to be 2 guns, so let's find the other gun. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It's stuck in here. Another gun, and then you can put the effects in here. So we can put a blast effect in this Black Widow gun. Sorry, guys. I'm like trying to keep it focused. We are going to be upgrading to a webcam after this week. I'm just waiting for it to come in, but there's the blast effect. And then here's the way that the smoking effect looks, which I really like this effect. This is really cool. So it's like she just fired the gun, which is cool. And then this is the one with the silencer. And it does have the peg in here too. So you can put your firing with one, which I don't know why you would be firing a silencer and a non-silencer at the same time, but either way. So those are cool accessories right there. All right, so we got some nice accessories hanging out. On to the figure. I'm going to put away one of each gauntlet. I'm going to put away one of the blast effects. And I'll leave the guns out here. That's fine. I just, like I said, I want to keep track of all the accessories so we don't lose anything. Since these are sold. And Avi was nice enough to let us review it. This Black Widow. All right, so then get her out of her cardboard in her little bag. And here we go. Here's the exciting part. This is the fun part. See, so even these bags, like, they're ripping. All kinds of things are happening. Anyway. So here is the Black Widow out of the package. So that's an interesting face. Obviously, it's got the hair in the face. Some people were gluing this up if you want to. I mean, I think it's a cool look to have it like that. Plus, you have two alternate head sculpts, so whichever way you want to go with that. I think I'm gonna swap to one of the other heads while we're doing the articulation. Actually, you know what? This is probably the easiest head to do it with because we could do the head articulation here. So hold on. There we go. So decent head articulation right there. She can really look all the way down. So if you have her like on a ledge looking down, that's a cool pose right there. She can look up a decent amount. This piece right here, this collar, is definitely going to impede some of that. So that's one thing that's limiting articulation. But I mean, I guess if she was looking up at like the Hulk or something, it would be something. This belt piece is still kind of like a little bit of a loose belt piece. But I think you want that because we're going to get the upgraded articulation here in a second. We'll start with the arms. This arm, look at that. That goes up pretty high. That's nice. You got a swivel here, right there. And now, oh, the beautiful thing that we've been waiting so long for. Look at that. Hold on, we can go even further with it. This one I am going to articulate. Avi, I got to get in there and do this. Hold on, let me do it off screen. There we go. Yeah, got it. Look at this. Look at that. You don't even need to go that far with it, but that's deep articulation right there. So that's an exciting new addition. I would definitely be careful because this is still very thin. So just, take your time with it. Don't force it. Try to get the joints individually when you're doing something like that. We'll get to her waist now because the waist was a highlight as well. So obviously as up, down, you can go up a lot. You can go up a lot. So that'll help you with we were saying we were having an issue with her looking up, but look at that. They didn't even need to go that way. That's why they didn't do the head too much because she literally can just do like she's going to be able to do like cartwheels and shit. Let me move that arm so you can see like how deep that is. So these two joints working together and the fact that she has that extra joint there definitely is a highlight for sure. That is a huge upgrade for a female figure. You wouldn't be able to do that with female figures in the past. So that's what we can expect going forward. The good thing with her is it's kind of blocking that joint with this belt, so it doesn't look as awkward. I could see it being an issue with the aesthetics on some figures, but this is a perfect figure for it because she has a basic design, but she has these little accents like belts and gauntlets and stuff that are going to help you hide some of those articulation points. The kickback is not too much. The kick forward is good. That's more than 90 degrees right there, right? So we're definitely happy with that. We got our traditional swivel right there. We can get, bam, look at that. That's as far as you could possibly go right there. And that was easy too. So you could literally have her like fucking popping through, going down, going up, all type of shit. So that's really cool on that Black Widow. Right there. Look, she could be a zombie version. So yeah, definitely. Listen, they said that they were going to upgrade the articulation on it, and they definitely have. We're going to be able to get her into some cool poses. We got the feet. It doesn't have the extra foot peg here, but I think like women are going to have smaller feet. The biggest thing with her is that she doesn't have those stupid high heels that have always hindered women from standing. So right there, I didn't even have to put that much effort into it, and she's standing right here. And we can get her looking up at you and saying like, "What's your problem, Tony? You dick." Let's get some accessories on her and maybe do a head swap. I think that I like. What do we think? Let's look at all these heads next to each other. Actually, that's probably the next thing to do. Which one is our favorite head here? I think the stock head is probably the best one overall, and it's a matter of if you care if her hair is in her face or not. The one on the left is a little bit more of a traditional look. I feel like it's more of like a 60s, 70s look with the big bangs and all that. And then she's got her hair to the side here. This one I could see maybe using for like a Phoenix or Rachel Summers or something like that. This one on the right. But it's still good for a widow. But that's what's nice about this figure is that you're getting 3 head sculpts. So you got a cool option. Kirsten Dunst on the left looks like Kristen Stewart. That's funny that they actually look like different people to you. That's funny. So those are your head sculpts right there. Those are cool. I will pop one on. I think I like this one a little bit more, so I'm going to pop this one on so we can look at it. There you go. Pops right on. No problem there. Yeah, that's cool. That looks good. We give her like a thing here. All right, so let's get her into the pose. The pose. She's a poser, right? Oh, let's do wrist gauntlets first. Actually, I want to do wrist gauntlets first. So you can take the hand off, and then you can take this gauntlet off. So you have a basic gauntlet if you want it. We'll get a blasting gauntlet here. I want a fist. Give me a fisted hand. Sorry. Did we keep extra hands? Oh, here we go. Here's the hands. Yeah, there. There's all your extra hands. So let's get a fisted hand on a gauntlet, and then I'm gonna put a gun in the other hand. So there's your gauntlet blasting hand. Oh wait, did I do the wrong side? Wrong one. Sorry. This one. You gotta like be careful around this and then pop it in because you don't want to break this while you're doing it. And then the left hand, I want a hand that can hold a gun. She has a trigger finger, which is nice. Let's get this hand off. We're going to leave the stock gauntlet on and give her previously shot gun. There you go. Get it in there. I like to try to line up the trigger finger if I can. That one kind of slides in pretty naturally, and then you get the extra one, and then you kind of bend it in there a little bit. So there you go. Right there. So let's get her with like a... I mean, we know what we want, right? We want to get her down into a good action pose. I don't know which way I'm going with this. Let's see. Well, first we'll get her into a regular crouching pose. How's that? Get the belt in, push it that way. And then it's one thing to do articulation, but you want to see if a figure is going to hold its pose as well. Which sometimes you won't be able to tell until you've had it on the shelf for a while. But you can tell if it's like loose or something. Just get her into a regular crouching pose. So she's chilling right there like that. And then she fell. Okay. We're working our way around it. Okay, there we go. I mean, that looks pretty cool to me. Let's get her going like maybe this way with the gauntlet. Looking. Give me my smoke in my gun here. Hold on, get it back in there. Sorry. Looking around the iPad is also hinders me a little bit, guys, so just bear with me on some of this stuff. I know this is like a long, drawn-out unboxing, but I just wanted to explore the figures since we have the opportunity. Come on, get in there. Is it in yet? There we go. Get her like up here, getting like a little Charlie's Angels type thing going right there. Flatten the feet. I mean, come on, baby. Look at that. That's cool. That's badass right there, right? Like, that's a nice Widow for your shelf. I'm very happy with that. I'll probably do some more articulating, and I'm probably just gonna end up opening a personal one so I could do more pictures because I'm pretty sold on this figure. I think that the articulation upgrades are totally nailed it. I don't have. Let's see. What would my gripes be at the moment? The fact that the collar on the neck prevents you from looking up is one thing, but the waist articulation is fixing that issue with you because whatever thing you want to get into. My biggest concern would be using this buck on future figures that don't have a belt or something blocking the waist area, because this is very noticeable, this joint right here. I mean, we're trying to hide joints, and that's probably why they never did it in the past, but this is a crucial joint because it lets you do really cool things with this figure. So I mean, I like that. I think that looks really cool. I like the new effects. I like the smoking effects. That's a badass Widow right there. So yeah, definitely happy with that figure. So we had the Widow, and we had the Ultron, and we had the Model 1 Iron Man over here hanging out. So those three were the three figures that we just reviewed. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the unboxing. We're gonna get back to the stream now. So remember that you can always check us out on all our socials at joebbaspalace. We are streaming on Whatnot every Wednesday and Thursday at 11:30 p.m. We have a Facebook group. We post all types of pre-order links and in-stock alerts in our Facebook group and on our Threads profile. Follow us on Instagram at joebbaspalace. We're doing a lot of local comic conventions and shows, so definitely check us out at those. We're always promoting that stuff, promoting our streams, promoting our inventory, promoting our local shows across all our socials. And we're trying to get our TikTok and YouTube up a little bit. So if you want to follow us on TikTok, it's at joebbaspalace, of course. We do inventory updates on there as well. We've been using CapCut a lot to make some fun for our live streams. And I've been playing some Call of Duty Zombies lately. All that stuff gets archived on YouTube. So there's already hours of content. I mean, if I were to do a traditional week and do 6 hours worth of streaming and then another, say, 3 hours of Call of Duty, you've got almost 10 hours of content there a week just to check out. And you can, it's a little bit easier to scrub through the YouTube stuff. But yeah, I mean, whenever we have the opportunity to unbox a video for somebody, unbox a figure for somebody and do a video like this, I'm going to try to take advantage of it. So remember, as always, give Joe Baspalace a follow across all the socials. If you hit up our Instagram, the link tree is in there, so you can just kind of follow everything at once. So thanks everybody for hanging out and enjoying this unboxing video. So definitely like the Widow is number one with a bullet. Then I'm going to go with Model 1 Iron Man as number 2 in this video. And then I'll say the Ultron, just because the Ultron, I think we might have some other better options on Ultron, but I never refuse an Ultron because they're good army builders in general, and it is a cool looking Ultron. So those are your 3 figures that we just reviewed. So thanks everybody for hanging out. All right, have a good one.